Alright guys, so I'm not gonna do too much driving this one because I don't got my GoPro on me, but expect a lot more videos to come out. This being mounted over here, I was complaining about it earlier, like, oh, maybe I should put somewhere else. I feel like it's gonna bother my visibility. It's really not that bad. Like, if I just lower the brightness a little bit more, I already lowered it quite a lot. But if I just lower it a little bit more, I'm completely fine. That was actually an issue for me with the screen and the gauge. For a while, is that they were too bright, and honestly it was really distracting and straining my eyes. I've noticed I'm a lot less tired because my eyes aren't like dying from how bright everything is in my car. But yeah, I'm just gonna lower it to like the lowest amount because I generally don't need that to be so bright. There we go. I don't see it. It really doesn't bother me. I have it pretty low. So I didn't record everything because I was still trying to figure things out. I was freaking out. I left my car running with the charger while I tuned it. It flashed, everything was fine. We had a bunch of lights up here, and the car felt the same. I thought, oh, maybe something was wrong. But the cool thing with the Ktuner, at least for the more recent cars that have been coming out, is that they've actually set it up so when you're normal, you drive like normal. When you're in sport mode, that's when it drives good. Now the problem was that I already had all the lights up here, and Acura has what's called the dynamic mode. So you have that little circle in the middle. I turn it, it'll change from normal to either comfort. If I go up or down, I can do sport, or if I press in the middle, I have my individual. When I press and hold it, I can customize how the engine is, the steering is, the lighting, and whether or not I have idle stop or auto start stop. None of that was working. It was stuck in normal, and what I read online was that, from a long time ago, the Ktuner would cause it so, you'd have to drive 50 to 100 miles sometimes. Sometimes it'll clear itself like right in your driveway, or you'd have to drive around a lot. So I started driving around, making sure everything's good. Like, it kept giving me all the errors, so I was a little scared, like, oh, maybe nothing's gonna work. But they said that, drive around, make sure your sensors, calibrate, and they can identify that, your car's driving fine. And I drove around for a little bit. It wasn't clearing too much up. It wasn't clearing anything. And then I finally went to my my house, put up all the windows, opened the door, closed it again after turning it off, and let it just sit for a few minutes and turn it back on. And then all the codes are gone. I changed it to sport. I hit the throttle a little bit. I'm like, what the hell? It felt completely different, and the shifting feels a lot smoother. It's still a little abrupt again because it's turbocharged and it's a 10-speed. But it's quite a lot quicker. And the ways I'm able to explain it is that the boost would always take too long to build up sometimes, and it felt like I was never hitting the gas. I don't know if that's really a great way of explaining like how the car really felt. But right now, I'm just waiting for some cars to clear up and make sure there's no cops. But the car feels a lot quicker. I'm not going to do any 0 to 60s. I'm not going to do full throttles in this video. But I just wanted to get some driving impressions. But the car just overall feels a lot smoother. I mean, I think normally it would be just driving by around like 5 boost. This hit about 21 earlier when I was pushing it a bit, and it felt nice. Like it can definitely be quick. But obviously I need some more time to drive with it to fully understand. I need to be a little bit responsible and know what I'm getting myself into. So what we're gonna do, something I probably shouldn't really do right now, but there's no cars here, so I'm just really quickly gonna go around through here. There's a driveway here. Okay. Holy cow, bro. It feels a lot more. You can just get and going. And again, this is a super heavy car. It's not a sport car. It's a luxury car that is sporty. That's what Acura is making right now. It's really nice. It's a very heavy car, but it's not meant to be insanely gas efficient like the Accords, which are a lot lighter and a lot more eco-friendly. It's meant to drive smooth and soft, which is something that I have a problem with the A-Spec. It doesn't have active damper, so when you move it to comfort, it just kind of changes. Their transmission doesn't really change, the real feel of the car. But now the boost is like a lot more there. The throttle is a lot more responsive, it feels like when I put my cold air intake in, but like on steroids. Right now I do have the K&N cold air intake, and I do have the EOS exhaust muffler delete axle back. And those already, added some burbles, made the car feel a little bit smoother. You can definitely tell it was getting up and going a little bit better. But this has definitely made a difference. I'm very happy with this so far. Again, this is just a stage 2 tune that Ktuner just threw in, for buying the product. This isn't anything, specially made for my car. This red light's taking a while, which is probably a good thing, that it's a 4-way right now. Because it just, makes sure that, we're a little bit safe. I'm trying to make sure there's no, cop behind me or anything. It can just go, is what I'm trying to say. Mind you, the horsepower and torque difference now compared to how much it was before isn't that insane, but in terms of a percentage, I think we're up to these are me just trying to remember, but 40 to 60 on both the torque and the horsepower, and that to the wheel is a very big difference. If we did get the stage 3 tune, we'd also have the improvements of I think from stage 2 up 60 to something absurd. I know the horsepower on this right now is hitting 300, and I think that's to the wheel, as far as I understand, because it's a dyno tune, so it has to be to the wheel. Because to the wheel, it would normally get on the very low end, 225 to under 250, 240 wheel horsepower. As far as I understand, we're somewhere near the 300s. This is all estimates. I'm not sure on exactly what Ktuner provided as in terms of the graphs. But yeah, no, this is a lot better. And in terms of torque, it's not as drastic of as a difference. Actually, the torque is quite low. They advertise 280 to the crank or to the brake, and we don't get anywhere near that. I don't even think with this tune we're really getting that to the wheel. But this car already has a bit of torque when it needs it, but even more torque would be quite insane. Yeah, no, the car, it can move around. You can still feel the lack of turbo boost pressure at times. Again, I didn't put it on the most aggressive settings. I am on the stage 2 tune. I have the more improved throttle and more improved turbo on the second option for both, and on the turbo there's 3 options, and there's extra settings for the boost pressure and everything, and I didn't want to touch that because I need to drive the car, see how it goes. I need to know how the car behaves. You can't just go and thrash the car. I've been driving for quite a while now, a few hours. But yeah, no, it's feeling a lot better. Definitely in the future, once I get a lot more supporting mods, so intercooler, oh my god, especially the Type R turbo, RV6 downpipe, all that standard stuff that people love doing to the Acura 2.0, to this car, it would be huge. We could probably one day, we'll definitely be able to hit 360, but 400 horsepower in this car, that's my goal. And at that point, if something breaks, we'll upgrade it, but I don't want to really go too far. I'm not trying to chase a crazy number, but I think 400 for this car is perfect. I think getting 100 horsepower per cylinder is always a great goal, and I think that's a pretty understandable goal for this car. Again, it's a detuned Type R engine, so definitely stress testing this car a little bit, but yeah, it's doing pretty well. Anyways, I think I should head to get some sleep now. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, subscribe, leave a comment, and there's gonna be a lot more awesome content coming from this channel. Not only polls and stuff like that. We're gonna do some videos on like just, you know, reviewing other cars and just talking about them, my experiences with them. I have a 08 Accord, a 24 CRV Sport Hybrid, a 16, I believe, Civic, or it might be a 17 Civic. And, you know, I have some friends who are willing to either let me be passenger princess or let me drive the car. We'll see. If I let them drive the car, they'll probably let me drive theirs. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of awesome content we're going to be doing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Check out our Instagram and everything else in the description below, on our website, tcmediagroup.com. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.